Well, hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. Today, I'm out here with my Kubota equipment and my Artillian tractor tool attachments because I wanted to share some things with you that I've learned about this system that make it even more versatile and more useful for your Kubota BX23S or whichever subcompact tractor loader backhoe that you own. So let's check it out. So I've been sharing with you guys how I use these on the tool rack that's on our Kubota UTV. And I love the whole system and the way that we can take these baskets full of tools off of the racks. And it has been very handy when we're working on our cabin that I can take my basket of tools and carry it into the cabin and get to work. And when I'm done, I can bring them back down to the house and store them in the shop. That way, if I need my impact driver, my drill, my saw, whatever the case may be, then I have them here handy. Some of the things that we've noticed is, of course, if you put a basket on one side and a toolbox on the other side, then you need pretty wide trails. So we're not going off-roading with these baskets on here. These are for when we're headed to a job site and we have a big wide open trail to get all the way to our cabin. So it works perfect for that. But you do want to keep that in mind, that they hang out there. Now, I was super excited to get this system for the Kubota UTV, but I also wanted to be able to use it on my tractor. But my concern was, I have a backhoe, and a lot of times I have the backhoe on here and I need to be able to operate it. And well, as you can see, it's like a gate. And I can't get to my seat with this mounted on here, except they thought of that, and they've got a great solution. For those of us that have a backhoe attachment, we need to be able to turn our seat around and still have access to the back area of the tractor. So you can add an optional quick release where you can remove this bar. That way, when you're using your backhoe, you just mount the backhoe just exactly like you always did. And I was concerned that these mounts were going to be in the way. And while they do wrap around your control station here, they don't interfere with the way that you move around. In fact, if you see, the outriggers stick out further than these. And I've climbed on and off of this quite often with them installed and have no issues. I get on and off of it the exact same way I always did. And the way that you do this, you kind of have to climb up here and step across anyway. Now, some of you may be taller, shorter, bigger, smaller than I am, and it may change the way that you have to climb onto this. But for me, I mount the backhoe seat exactly the way that I always did, and these do not interfere at all. So that's exciting for me, and I just take these keeper cables, tuck them out of the way right there when I don't have the bar installed, and we're ready to go. Now, part of the reason I made this video today is because I'm just about to take the backhoe off of the Kubota BX, and I wanted to be able to show what it looks like when we install our tools on the back of the machine. I think this is just such a cool setup. It allows you to be able to haul your tools with you, and of course, if you have the different accessories, you know, if you need a chainsaw holder, a toolbox, tool basket, a 5-gallon bucket holder, a cooler holder, a gas can holder, all of these things are available. And you can store them in your shop when they're not in use. So I'm gonna show you that system first, and then we're gonna take this backhoe off and I'll show you what the tractor looks like with some of these tools on the back of it. So in here on the shop wall, where we normally park our UTV, right beside it, we have mounted 2 storage bars on the wall so that we can take the different accessories off and hang them on the wall here when they're not in use. So we have this heavy duty saw holder that clamps your saw in place, holds it securely. Really, really quality product. Very well made, very sturdy. And we've hauled our saw around quite a bit on the side-by-side. No issues at all with that. You've got a fuel can holder here, the 5-gallon bucket holder, we've got our cooler holder there. All of the rest of the accessories I have mounted on the side-by-side right now because we've been using them in our daily projects. But what I'm going to do today is get the backhoe taken off the tractor, and then we'll install the shovel and hand tool holder on the back of the tractor and let you check that out. It's a pretty cool setup. Now this is the part that makes this whole system so cool. When you detach from one bar, then you're quickly ready to attach to the next bar. And then we're ready to go to work. And then we can choose virtually any configuration of these accessories on the bars. Now, I chose the shortest bar for my Kubota BX because when I have the bar on here with no tools hanging off of each side, then I can maintain the narrow stance of the Kubota BX, because sometimes you need that maneuverability to be able to get in tight spaces and trails and things like that. So I didn't want to have to remove that bar anytime I'm in those tight trails. So I opted for the shortest bar that will still allow me to hang, you know, I can choose to hang my chainsaw or a toolbox or a couple of items on here and still have room. We are super happy to be working with Artillian Tractor and be able to share these items with you guys. They make a premium product and it brings a lot of versatility to your farm. So guys, the main reason for today's video is because when I was first introduced to these products, I was concerned that they just simply wouldn't be compatible with my Kubota BX23S because I have the backhoe and the bar would be in the way. And I wanted to make sure that everyone knows that Artillian thought of that and they have a great solution. So when you go to the website to choose your ROPS mounted bar, you just want to add the quick release attachment that will allow you to mount your bar to those quick releases. And then all you have to do is take the bar off when you want to put your backhoe on. Like I said, the mounting plates that go on your ROPS are not in the way. They haven't caused me any problems at all. So it's something I'm definitely willing to work around in order to have this level of versatility when I'm using my tractor as a tractor. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, getting to check out what Artillian Tractor has to offer. Listen, if you are in the market for this type of tool system, be sure and go to artillian.com and check out all the options that they have available. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to hop in the comments or send me an email. I'd be happy to answer your questions. And don't forget to get outside and enjoy God's creation, because it's beautiful out here. Y'all have a good day.